What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com, and we got a surprise for you. Bam! That 2014 Honda Valkyrie. Am I running? Yes. These bikes are awesome. The old Valkyries from the late 90s, early 2000s were sick. The Rune, which I've never even seen one in real life, was awesome. But this was the new one. They made it for 2 years, 2014, 2015. Honda Goldwing engine and more of a roadster style. And it is a beast of a bike. It's just all hot rod. I love it. Let's take it for a spin. You'd be really hard pressed to actually be able to find a bike that's got more power than this. It's a cruiser bike. Don't be all like, yo, the Yamaha R1. I know, it's a sport bike, man. Come on, guys. Let's start the day like we should. Even though I have nothing prepared, I got some stuff prepared in my heart. John 3:16, for God to love the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And if you have a bike like this, you will surely perish on the bike, because it is sick. I didn't even get on it. I'm too scared. Alright guys, so there comes a point in every man's life, every rider's life, where he's past the point of, I want a bike that's comfortable and then I feel comfortable on, and that's light and nimble, and you know, that you get over that fear part and you get to the point where you're like, I'm looking for the baddest, biggest bike man has ever built. And ultimately you might end up here, because the Valkyrie is a monster. 1800cc in a roadster. It's kind of like, when you look at the front end like this, it's very similar to what you would feel like on a B-King. If you don't know what the B-King is, look it up. It's a Suzuki B-King. They turned a Hayabusa into a Street Fighter. It was sick. I've only seen one once. So, you got what started its life as a Goldwing, and then they redo the whole thing, and they're like, let's make it to an awesome street bike. It's got a little tiny fairing right there. It actually does help a little bit. Let's see how it corners. It actually feels nimble. I mean, if you've ever ridden the Goldwing's a nimble bike. It's huge. It's a large bike, but they made them to perform. And I feel real comfortable hitting these corners. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how low I can go, but I do feel very comfortable. Just want to lay down. That is factual. You know what? I just gotta jump off the bike and look at it. I just gotta look at it. Look at that. It's so good looking. Last one I had was kind of purple. This one I have is very black. Man, that's a nice looking bike. It's got the dual rotors. What's that, 21-inch wheel? 19? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? There's no way to really know for sure anyway. I like these highway pegs because when you put your feet on them, they spring down, but then they spring back up, so you're not like dragging them when you're turning real low. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys what this thing can do. Ah, it's on my eyeball. Alright. Sorry to interrupt the test drive. Come here. Shh. I got something I want to show you guys. We finally released the date of the bike giveaway. December 31st, 2017, this year. Become a Patreon subscriber, get on board. We'll see you guys later. You know what we should do? I should do a 0 to 60 time on this. Yes! Great idea, Sean. Alright, so this bike, it doesn't have all the cool stuff that the Goldwing has, but that's what it's all about. If you wanted a Goldwing, go buy a Goldwing. If you wanted the power of a Goldwing and more power, and then you wanted it to look awesome, who are we kidding? The Goldwing looks good compared to a Goldwing. It's like, oh, it's a good looking bike. But compared to like an R, you know, another bike like an R1 or a Hayabusa, you know, it doesn't. You're like, it's got a dumb look. It's kind of giant. But then you roll up with this, it's like, whoa! Look at this guy. Run up on that beast of a bike. So I'm definitely at that point in my life where I'm just trying to find the biggest, baddest beast to tame. I love the ergonomics of this bike. I mean, it's very comfortable. I'm sitting pretty upright. I like where my handlebars are. My knees are, my legs, it's kind of different. There's not too many bikes like this, where my knees are still in front of my feet. Normally on cruiser bikes like this, you're actually sitting where like my highway pegs would be. So normally you're sitting like this, and this is how you ride the bike, which is cool, which is why I got highway pegs for it. But my controls are all back here, and I think it's a little more of a, it feels more Goldwing-ish, but feels also more like a sport touring bike. So you got the hot rod effect of a beast of a bike, but then it's comfortable. It's comfortable to ride. I could do this for a long time. I'm actually considering taking this bike on a trip to the Poconos, about 3 hours away, Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna take, but I got a big range of what kind of bikes I might take. I might take this. I might take a Grom. I might take a 125 Grom. I don't know. Whatever it is, it'll be fun. All right, guys. Let's I missed the light. All right, so this bike's awesome. It runs good. I really do like these bikes. They are unique. You don't see too many of them out there. I don't know how many they made, but I know they only made this one for 2 years. The same thing with the Honda Rune. They only made the Rune for 2 years, and you can't touch a Honda Rune for less than like 17,000 bucks. They've just made that was close to what MSRP was. So they just really plateau just because they're rare, and it's very likely that a bike like this is going to have the same effect. So what happens is there's only a handful of people out there that actually are willing to buy a new bike. Most aren't. Most just write off like, I'm not buying new, I'm going to buy used. It's a better deal. So you can have a bike that didn't do very well in the new market of a small market, and then you have that same bike after a couple years of people riding them, people talking about them, people loving them, and it's a bigger market of the used segment, and a lot of people are like, yo, this is awesome. I would absolutely, you know, buy that bike. So then these things start getting more in demand. I've seen bikes that actually they retail for 2 years later more than what the dealership sold them brand new, just because of that factor. Guys, this thing's a lot of fun to ride. Check out the website, check out Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, subscribe. Our website's Srkcycles.com, and I'm about to go do a 0 to 60 pool on this thing. So check that video out. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.
What's up, guys? This is Caleb from Srkcycles, and if you want to check out the awesome Srkcycles content, check it up there. If you want to check out some sick Bikes and Beards content, check over there. And if you guys want to win a free bike, check down there.